Kana Hanabi, then BY Tahushka Opi Miha. Welcome back to Iconic American Indian, the podcast. I'm your host, Opi Miha. I'd like to welcome everyone in on this Thursday. Hope everyone is doing well. And we'll let the music play for a few more seconds, and then we'll go ahead and get into our next family history. So just hang in there, and we'll be right back. Again, I'd like to welcome everyone into Iconic American Indian, the podcast. I'm your host, Opi Miha. And today we're going to be getting back into another family history. So let me go ahead and get the music turned down. All right, relatives. So again, thank you for being here. So today we're going to go and cover the Wood family, and we're going to do that for both Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and then we're going to go over to the Maryland, Delaware side and cover the Wood family over on that side. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the Wood family of Virginia. All right, so we got Rachel Wood, born, say, 1686, was the white servant of Mingo Ingalls on June 24, 1707, when the Warwick County court convicted her of having a mulatta female child. The court ordered that she serve her master an additional year and that she be sold by the church wardens of Bruton Parish at the completion of her indenture for 5 years. On May 4, 1708 and January 24, 1709/10, she was convicted of having other mulatto children she may have been the ancestor of. All right, so let's get into who her kids are. So first we have Frank Wood, born, say, 1707, a mulatto taxable in Northampton County, Virginia, in 1728, and Ralph Piggott's list for the lower precinct. Next, we have Ann Wood, born, say, 1730, sued for a debt on May 15, 1752, by the church wardens of Nottoway Parish, Southampton County, for having a bastard child. On September 22nd, 1752, and December 13th, 1753, the court ordered the church wardens of Nottoway Parish to bind out her unnamed mulatto child. All right. So next we have Esther. So let me blow this one up a little bit. Okay. So we have Esther, born, say, 1737. Then we have Thomas, born, say, 1758. And Abel Spriggs were mulattoes listed among the deserters from the ship Dragon, who were allowed until July 20th, 1779 to return without punishment, or according to the July 3rd, 1779 issue of the Virginia Gazette. They apparently returned since Abel Sprigg and Thomas Wood were seamen aboard the Dragon, according to an affidavit by a fellow seaman aboard the ship, John Davis, who testified for the Bounty Land claim of James Jennings on February 7, 1834, and named 5 of the officers and 52 members of the crew who served faithfully for 3 years and were discharged at the Chickahominy shipyard. All right. He was paid for serving on the Dragon between April 21st, 1778 and January 20th, 1779. Was listed as a seaman aboard the Dragon on September 2nd, 1779, and qualified for bounty land by serving 3 years. He married Sally B. January 20th, 1813, Lancaster County bond, Charles Wood surety, and was a free Negro taxable in Lancaster County in 1813. All right. So next we have Robert, born about 1758, a man of color who enlisted in the 3rd Virginia Regiment in the early part of the war. Then enlisted in the State Artillery Regiment commanded by Colonel Marshall and served during the war according to an affidavit by J. Marshall, former captain of the 11th Regiment. He enlisted in Warwick County and applied for a pension in Washington, D.C. on August 6, 1818. All right, next then we have Charles, born say 1760. And then we have Philip, born say 1759. A soldier in June or July 1778 in Colonel Marshall's regiment, who re-enlisted and served until the end of the war, according to an affidavit from Captain Christopher Rowan on April 25, 1783. He was a seaman aboard the Tempest, according to the testimony by James Jennings. Captain Red Taylor received his final payment of £6 as a seaman on June 16, 1786. Captain Taylor also received the final payment of seaman John Wood of £20 on the same date. Philip is not found in the early census or tax records. All right. As you guys can see here too, there's a Fold 3 link to see his military service records. All right. So next we have John, born say 1762, paid £6 as a seaman on June 16, 1783. Received by Captain Richard Taylor on the same day he received Philip Wood's pay. He was a seaman aboard the Tempest, according to testimony by James Jennings, listed before Philip and Thomas Wood and after Joseph Ranger. John was taxable in Northumberland County from 1795 to 1812, called a black man from 1805. He married Nancy Thomas, daughter of Spencer Thomas, January 13, 1807, Northumberland County bond, Spencer Thomas security. John was a free mulatto, head of a Northumberland County household of 4 other free in 1810. He and Nancy had 7 children who were the heirs of Spencer Thomas. So the kids' names were Hiram, Charlotte, Sucky, Margaret, William, James, and Walter Wood. Charlotte married John Sank, December 16, 1834, Northumberland County bond. John Sank was head of a Northumberland County household of 3 free colored in 1840. Sucky married Addison Sorrell. All right, let's keep it moving. So next we have Esther Wood, born say 1737, was a mulatto girl bound out by the church wardens of Henrico County in October 1741. She may have been the mother of. Okay, so now we're going to look at Esther Wood's kid. We got Jesse, born about 1764, enlisted in a revolution from King William County on September 8, 1780, age 16, 4'10", high, a planter, born in Hanover County, yellow complexion. All right. It says he was a 73-year-old free man of color living in Fluvanna County on November 26, 1822, when he applied for a pension. He stated that he enlisted in King William County in 1778 and was discharged in Fluvanna County in 1782 and remained there. And then again, it'll show his Fold 3 military service records here. He was a mulatto taxable in the upper district of Goochland County from 1804 to 1813, a groom at George Holman's in 1804, a farmer on David Ross's land in 1810, charged with Jack Wood's tithe in 1812, a carpenter at James Cochran's in 1813, and head of a Goochland County household of 6 other free in 1810. All right, let's keep it moving. Next, we have Charles Wood. Born, say, 1760, was taxable in Lancaster County from 1795 to 1814. Taxable in 2 tithes from 1800 to 1802, 3 in 1803, 2 in 1806, and the list of free Negroes and mulattoes above the age of 16 in 1813. Head of a Lancaster County household of 5 other free and a white male under 10 years old, probably identical to Charles Wood, who was a free mulatto. Head of a Northumberland County household of 5 other free in 1810. He may have been the Charles Wood, who was a soldier in the infantry during the Revolution and assigned his right to payment of, looks like, 25.12 pounds to Mr. Moorhead on August 3rd, 1784. He may have been the father of. All right. So we have, looks like Holland, born, say, 1800, married Jane Hall. October 15th, 1821, Lancaster County bond. Then we have Polly, married Robert Rich. November 1813, Lancaster County bond. Charles Wood surety. And we have Charlotte, born before 1776, free mulatto, head of a Northumberland County household of 5 other free in 1810. Perhaps the Charlotte Wood, who was head of a Richmond County household of 4 other free in 1810, and 8 free colored in Northumberland County in 1830. All right, and I believe we got maybe one more slide or two here. So next we're going to hit Warwick County. Anne Wood, born, say, 1730, a widow, was presented by the Warwick County Court on May 1st, 1760, for having a mulatto bastard child. On July 3rd, the jury found her guilty and ordered her to pay a fine of 15 pounds currency. She may have been the mother of. So we have Jonathan, born about 1750, a free Negro who applied for a pension in Isle of Wight County on January 6, 1835. He stated that he was drafted into the militia in Surry County, Virginia in 1776 and served several tours of 6 weeks each. James Johnson, a captain in the militia during the war, certified that Jonathan has served at least 2 tours of 6 weeks each. All right. So last slide here, we're going to hit Frederick County. We have Elizabeth Wood, born, say, 1726, was presented by the church wardens of Frederick Parish, Frederick County, on November 5th, 1746, for having a mulatto child. She may have been the mother of. So her child is Agnes, mother of Betsy Bell, a mulatto child bound out by the Frederick County Court on February 15th, 1785. All right, relatives, so that is the Wood family of Virginia. Again, if you saw any of your ancestors that may have popped up with that surname, I definitely dig into this. I'll leave a link to the website in the description for you. So let's move over to the Maryland, Delaware side. All right, so this is going to be the Wood family over in the Maryland area. So let's go ahead and jump into that. All right, so members of the Wood family on the Western Shore of Maryland were, we got Charles, head of a St. Mary's County household of 7 other free in 1790. We have Jane, mulatto, head of a Charles County household of 5 other free in 1790. Next, we have Mary, a Negro indentured servant of Jess Ford of St. Mary's County, who was valued at 10 pounds in the inventory of his estate, taken on January 5th, 1768. So indented is going to be indentured, and you'll see that as we keep reading. So we got Joseph, a Negro, indentured servant of Just Ford of St. Mary's County, who was valued at 10 pounds in the inventory of his estate, taken on January 5th, 1768. Next, we have Jack, still had 7 years to serve, on March 27, 1764, when he was listed in the St. Mary's County inventory in the estate of Mr. James Mills. So we're seeing Negro people who are actually indentured servants as well. So, I have heard people mistakenly only think that white people were indentured servants. Next, we have Henrietta, head of a St. Mary's County household of 2 other free in 1790. Then we got Henry, born about 1787, obtained a certificate of freedom in St. Mary's County on March 28, 1809. Age 22 years or thereabouts, complexion yellowish, hair is short and woolly, born free. All right, then we have John Curtis Wood, born about 1780, obtained a certificate of freedom in St. Mary's County on March 12, 1810. Age 30 years or thereabouts, complexion dark, hair short, born free. All right, next we got Margaret Wood, born say 1718, a spinster living in St. Paul's Parish, confessed to the Kent County, Maryland court of November 14, 1738, that she had a mulatto child by a Negro. She may have been the ancestor of. All right, I believe this is the last slide. Or no, sorry about that. We got James, head of a Sussex County Delaware household of 7 other free in 1810. And then we have George, born before 1776, head of a Kent County, Delaware household of 6 other free in 1810, and 2 free colored in Miss Pillion Hundred in 1820. All right. So I believe that is it. Yes. All right, relatives. So again, that is the Wood family of Maryland. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to the Iconic American Indian podcast. I'm your host, Opie Miha, and I will see everyone next time. Take care. Peace. Kana Hop Napi relatives and Biwa Pahushka. Opie Miha, Opie Miha, Opie Miha. Opie Miha.
This is a dangerous group that we're dealing with now.
That's the hijack again. Kana Hop Napi relatives. They had no idea their ancestors had been free.
I'll beat me up. 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 I'll beat me up.
They had no idea their ancestors had been free.
I'll beat me up. I'll beat me up. I'll beat me up. I'll beat me up.
That's the hijack again.